Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security for millions of Americans, is at the center of an intense debate. While there is good news about the system, there are also significant concerns that could directly impact those who depend on these benefits. But what exactly is happening? And how will this affect you, whether you're a current beneficiary or someone planning to receive benefits soon? Let's dive into the details. First, the good news. The acting head of Social Security has announced that the administration will not be shut down, despite a recent court ruling that limited access to data on millions of citizens. This decision, issued by a district judge, blocked an external team from accessing beneficiaries' personal information, raising concerns about privacy and efficiency. But why does this matter? Because without access to this data, the Social Security Administration could face challenges in operating effectively, putting benefit payments at risk. Now, the bad news. Starting March 27, 2025, Social Security may withhold 100% of monthly benefits from those who have received overpayments. Previously, only 10% of the monthly amount was withheld to cover these overpayments. This change could be devastating for those who rely on these benefits to cover basic expenses like food, housing, and bills. Imagine receiving 1,000 A.M. Monhan suddenly having fiendtary amount withheld to cover 5,000 debt. How will families survive during those months without income? Additionally, local Social Security offices are closing in various cities across the United States, making it harder for people unfamiliar with technology to access in-person services. This primarily affects seniors and those who struggle to use apps or online portals. How will these individuals report changes in their financial or family status? Something essential to avoid incorrect payments. And there's more. Many beneficiaries are losing their tax refunds, which are being redirected to cover overpayments. For those who depend on this money to balance their budgets at the start of the year, this is bad news. Social Security argues that these measures are necessary to prevent the system from becoming insolvent, which could happen in 8 to 9 years if nothing is done. But at what cost? These changes raise important questions. How can we balance the need for administrative efficiency with the well-being of beneficiaries? And what can be done to ensure that Social Security remains a reliable support system for future generations? In the meantime, millions of Americans are caught in a system that seems increasingly complex and less accessible. As Social Security faces administrative and financial challenges, the effects of these changes are rippling across the entire U.S. economy. But what does this mean for the future of the system and the millions of Americans who depend on it? And how will the decisions made today shape tomorrow? Let's start with the closure of local offices. Cities like White Plains, New York, Logan, West Virginia, and Las Vegas, Nevada, are already feeling the impact. For many beneficiaries, especially seniors and those with limited tech skills, the closure of these offices means having to travel long distances to resolve issues or report changes in their circumstances. This is not only inconvenient, but could also lead to errors and delays in processing benefits. How will these individuals adapt to a system that seems to be moving further away from them? Another critical issue is overpayments. The new rule, which allows Social Security to withhold 100% of monthly benefits to cover these overpayments, is causing anxiety and uncertainty. Imagine someone who receives 1,000 A.M. T H E E N T I R E A M O U N T W I T H H E L D F O R F I V E M O N T H S T O C O V E R A 1,000 a month, suddenly having fiend to remount to withheld for 5 months, they'll cover 5,000 debt. How will they pay rent, bills, or buy food during that period? This policy, though intended to protect the system's solvency, may end up causing more harm than good. Additionally, the interception of tax refunds is leaving many families in even more precarious situations. For many, tax refunds are a crucial part of their annual budget, used to pay off debts, make home repairs, or cover unexpected expenses. Losing this money could mean the difference between stability and financial crisis. How can the government justify this measure at a time when so many families are already struggling to make ends meet? But why is all this happening? The answer lies in the growing concern over Social Security's insolvency. It's estimated that, without significant changes, the reserve fund could run out in 8 to 9 years. This would lead to automatic benefit cuts, affecting millions of Americans who depend on these payments to survive. The current measures, though unpopular, are seen as necessary to prevent a total collapse of the system. But does the human cost justify the means? Meanwhile, the Social Security Administration is trying to modernize, shifting to digital platforms and reducing operational costs. However, this transition is far from perfect. Many beneficiaries, especially older ones, lack the skills or access to technology needed to navigate these new systems. How can the government ensure that no one is left behind in this process? And what does the future hold? Without comprehensive reform of the Social Security system, the current challenges will only worsen. This could include tax increases, benefit cuts, or a combination of both. In the meantime, beneficiaries remain trapped in a system that seems increasingly disconnected from their needs. What about you? How are these changes affecting your life or the life of someone you know? Share your experiences, as they are essential to understanding the real impact of these policies. In the meantime, stay tuned for updates, as the situation could change quickly.